One of the easiest ways to improve your success with women, get laid more, get more dates, have women more interested in you, is to improve your texting game. Unfortunately, in 2023, you can't not have texting game. You're gonna have to text girls at some point, whether that be on Tinder, Instagram, WhatsApp. You need to be able to keep attraction over text. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to text when you first meet a girl, when you go on the first date, after your second date, how do you escalate, and how do you keep her interested rather than her meeting you and going cold because your texting is so bad. So boys, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. All right, welcome back lads. Let's get the phones out. Let's get you boys laid. Let's get straight into this. Number one, essentials, fundamentals. Boom! Attention economy. Every guy, you've got to remember, every guy who's messaging her on the Instagram, on various different platforms, they all want her attention. She's getting it by the bucket load. We live in an attention economy. So you've got to be a different guy. You've got to be a guy that stands out. Now, couple of ways to just easily do this that I'll go through in this video. Have self-respect. Most guys, they simp out hard. I've seen some texts that are just absolutely shocking. Guys like, why are you not messaging me back? Send 4 or 5 messages, calling non-stop. Get rid of that straight away. Humour, the funny guys always win. If you haven't got the looks, if you haven't got the money, if you haven't got the muscles, you should have all those things. You should be working on those things, but funny will get you a long way. So you've got to figure out the sort of how to be funny on text without coming off a creep. And I'll go through some things you must never do, things that are just going to destroy your chances with any woman as soon as you text them these things. So, how to open. You want to keep it as simple as possible. When you're opening up a text, let's say you are doing outreach on Instagram or you're doing your outreach on Tinder and you're messaging a girl for the first time. Tinder's a little different. You can be slightly more flirty with Tinder. You can use some stuff from the profile. But this one I took from Tate. He says, go for the area, location. Let's say when I'm in Koh Samui, hashtag Koh Samui, find all the girls there, message 10 of them, Koh Samui, question mark. They're going to reply back, yeah, I'm in Koh Samui, if they like the look of your profile. One of the first things I've got to say, boys, is you've got to get that profile on point. Whether it be Tinder, whether it be Instagram, whatever you're doing, you've got to have that profile on point. I would recommend going out with your boys, going out with maybe another girl who's just a friend, and getting a professional photographer or someone with a decent iPhone to take some nice pictures of you, where you're actually dressed up, you've just had a fresh trim, you're looking good. That's going to make a big difference to whether she replies. Have your name on there, have a bio. Don't have it so that you're like a private account, and don't have it so that you haven't got a profile picture. You're never going to get a reply that way. If you can build all of those things up, it's going to make it a lot easier. So first, ask location. She's going to come back to you. Yeah, I am. Why? I'm here on work at the moment. I'm here studying at the moment. Whatever you're doing at the moment, and keep it sort of bantery. So if she says, I'm a nurse. Fantastic. You can nurse me back to health when I get, after my fights, after my many battles, you can nurse me back to health. And don't start with compliments. Every simp in the universe is going in saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're not going to do that. You're going to be ahead of the pack in that regard. Fundamental number one. She's blunt, you're blunt. She's funny, you're funny. She tries to take the piss, you take the piss. She's rude to you, she puts you down, you don't have time for that. Remember that a lot of the texting game is just having like some self-respect. So if she's rude, I'm going to cut the attention. I'm not going to message her back. There's a huge power of leaving girls on scene. So you want to do that as much as possible if they are rude. If girls are being rude, they're not playing ball, they don't want to give you their number, they don't want to go on a date with you, and they're not directly saying it, maybe they're just being rude to you back, just cut the attention, go on to someone that is. That's one of the best things you can do, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back to you and send you a second message because you left them on red, or they weren't that interested and you just leave them anyway. But never become emotional. Don't be one of those guys that when she doesn't reply back or she doesn't want to meet up, you go, why don't you want to meet? Or why have you not messaged me in this long? Don't be that guy. You've got too many on the go. You've got 10 or something on the go at the same time. You just switch up to one of the other ones. All right, fundamental number 2, short sessions. I used to make this massive mistake of messaging girls all day long, telling them the whole life story, learning their whole life story, not wanting to get off the phone. What you've got to do is you've got to make sure you're making it exciting for those 20 minutes when you're feeling that attraction, when she's playing back, when you're having that flirting, 20, 30 minutes max, and then you get out of there. Because you've got to remember, you've got your own life, you're not going to be available all the time. Make her feel good and excited and then dip out. That's a massive game changer, this, because she's always going to want more from you. So she might even start to make the effort to try and see you or text you again the next time. So Make it short and fun, and then dip out of there. You don't want to be texting too much. Remember, the whole time you're looking to progress. You're not looking to have this relationship on text. You want this relationship to be in person, where you can shine. This is just the foreplay, as so to speak. This is the foreplay before the date. This is getting her to the date. This is getting her sighted. This is showing her you're not a creep. And you're always going to be working towards either getting the number when you're on Instagram, or you're going to be working from having the number to now getting her on a date. You're always going to be using progression. Remember that. 20, 30 minutes. Text in the evening as well. Don't text the first thing in the morning, boys. Don't be that guy. Good morning, sweetie. Oh, I met you yesterday, so that's kind of awkward. So don't be that guy. Keep it short. Keep it in the evenings. Working towards getting that date. Fundamental number 3. Oh dear. Some of you boys, I've seen some things. I've seen you texting some of these girls on Tinder with just, let's do anal. That's normally doesn't go down well, boys. I know you've probably got a horniness inside you. You've got a horniness that needs curing. I understand that. But you can't be going in with, let's have anal. That's too far. So don't be a creep until you've met them. When you've got a girlfriend, when you've seen a girl, you can take it X-rated in the messages. You can say stuff like that. Bit of anal tonight, sweetheart? No problem. That'll go down a treat. But before then, don't be a creep, okay? That's the number one way to end the game before it begins, is going straight in and being a creep. You're going to get a bad rep for it, and just keep it funny and professional. Always remember, those texts can be screenshotted, plastered over the internet. So if you're saying stuff that you don't want being put out in the open in the future, make sure that you keep that off the text. You're building trust in this stage. Don't go X-rated until after you've met and you actually know this girl. Fundamental number 4, absolutely essential. Always be willing to walk away. Always know when you've lost her. Always know when to stop trying. Any single girl, remember, one-itis, getting stuck on one girl for you doesn't exist. There's loads of different girls that are perfectly suited to you. You've just got to find them. So if one of them is trying to control the situation, she's not playing ball, she's rude, she puts you down, she doesn't want to meet, don't waste your time. She'll keep you there. Text him. She'll keep you there for weeks because she likes the attention. If she has to occasionally fire back a message to you to keep you on board, and you message her week after week, that's free attention for her. So just remember, you're not giving out any attention unless things are progressing, unless you're getting towards that next date. If she's not, after a couple of days, 3 or 4 days, not looking to either give you the number, get on a date with you, meet up with you, any of that sort of stuff, if it's not moving in that direction, you cut it off. 3 or 4 days, absolute max. And then you're just going to cut that off, leave her on scene, wait for her to come back to you, and then always channel into meeting up, because you want to move these things forward. You want to get to a relationship or a point where you're going to be having fun, where you're sealing the deal, where you're meeting nice women. You don't want to be spending all your time on the phone. All right, how do you message after date number 1 and after date number 2? Because I've seen a lot of guys, and I've done it myself, they've been good on the first date, they've been good on the second date, but they've lost it in the text game in between. Or maybe they've been good on the first date and they lost the second date because they couldn't keep it together on the text. So, super simple. Text after date number 1. Hopefully, you left the date quickly. You do not want to be doing a huge long date for date number 1. First time meeting, you want to keep it quick, and you want to be the one that says goodbye. So I would recommend you do something like this. You either go for a quick drink or you go for a quick coffee in the daytime. Prove that you're not a creep. Speak to her for half an hour to 45 minutes, absolute max, and then you dip out of there. Then you say, sorry, I've got to go to work. Sorry, I've got to go train. I've got to go gym. See you soon. Boom. She's probably going to message you because you decided to leave. She's going to be feeling a little bit like she wanted some more. She wanted some more excitement. Attraction will have peaked. She'll probably message her. Let's say you go out in the afternoon, wait roughly 5 hours. If that ends up being in the evening, just wait until the morning. So if you went out for a couple of drinks, you had to dip off soon, she messages you that night, just wait until the following morning, reply to that message. If she said, oh, I had fun, be good to see you again, you reply in the morning, sorry, we're super busy, I had that work to do that I told you about. Yeah, it was awesome, let's get on another date. Boom, bit of flirting, get on date number 2. And date number 2, you can maybe take her out for dinner, something more serious. In between, one of the essential rules is that you do not tell her that you like her. You don't want to kill that. She's hopefully looking at you, if you've been good on the date, as like, wow, I really like this guy, he's fucking cool, he's got things going for him, he was even too busy to just sit around and see me, I really want to see him again. She's going to be building that attraction, and she's going to be thinking, wow, does he actually like me? Which, trust me boys, is going to turn her on massively. If you go after date number 1, as soon as you get home, boom, wow, that was the best date I've ever been on, that was so much fun, I can't wait to see you again. Boom, you're killing that attraction straight away, boys. Let her say that stuff. That's not for you to say. If she says it to you, you don't have to be a dick. You just say back, yeah, it was actually a really fun date. I was surprised. Boom. She's going to be like, what? Wait, why were you surprised? Oh, I just didn't think you could be that hot and that fucking funny at the same time. Then she's going to be pretty much creaming her pants. And you just fire in there, look, let's hook up another date for next week. Love to see you again. Boom. She's straight in. It's that simple, boys. She doesn't need to know you had fun. Let her do it. Keep it flirty. Keep it bantery. Text after date number 2. Let her do it again. Let her do it again, boys. Maybe you sealed the deal on date number 2. If you did, there's some secret sauce that you need to put into play. If you did have sex on date number 2, there's a couple of checks you need to do to make sure she's actually a decent chick. If you want that stuff, drop me a DM in the WhatsApp group, in the Gorilla Tribe WhatsApp group. I'm going to keep it off of YouTube. But drop me a DM if you're in there, boys, and I'll drop that over to you. Boys, if you want to join the Gorilla Tribe, the link is in the description. We are opening up a few places a day, so check out the link below. If you want to join the tribe, get the course, get my workout plans, it's all down below in the link. We've just opened up. So if you click on there and you can get through to checkout, there might be a space open. It won't let you check out if there's not a space open, so don't worry about that. Apart from that, boys, it's been a fucking pleasure, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll be making a lot more content, a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of stuff to come. Just got back from Dubai, so back on the content. And see you on the next one, boys. Any other questions, drop them in the comments. Whoop-a, whoop-a.